Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we are cleaning this kitchen of a very old man. I was contacted by his very sweet neighbor and she was the only one who knew about the severity of this situation. I will tell you a little bit more about this resident later in the video, but for now I want to describe a little bit of what you're seeing. This whole kitchen was littered with bird food because this man used to have 20 little birds, and some of these bird cages used to be in the kitchen and others in the living room. So what you're seeing here on this countertop is a mix of bird food, feathers, bird poop and mouse droppings. You could also notice that there are several fridges and freezers in this kitchen, of which at least half of them didn't work anymore and there was still food in there, but we didn't open those. The sweet neighbor sent me some pictures on beforehand, but still when Emily and I arrived, she was afraid that we will regret saying yes to this job. And I have to admit that this was one of the more severe cases. But as you all know, my heart really goes out to the elderly people and I just really wanted to help this man. So we put on our full protection gear and started this job.
You might have to help me decide what's special or not because I don't know.
Those look cute.
Like a whole set of these,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm putting them here.
Yeah, cool.
If you paid attention to the first clip of this video, you could have seen that everything on this countertop was completely infested. There was no dishwasher, and this old man hadn't done the dishes for at least 100 years. There were a few pots and pans and plates that we could save, but most of it went into the trash bags. Now, in many homes where I cleaned a kitchen, I saw that the resident had started eating fast food and home-delivered food as a solution to an unusable kitchen. But this old man still seemed to be eating healthy, as I found a lot of empty pots from beans and peas, I mean. Sorry, I still have some difficulties with the English language sometimes, but this man kept his meals simple, as it seemed. And later that day, I started to understand a little bit more why the man lived like this, because he told me that at a certain point in his life, he had become very poor and he always fed his animals, but he had hardly anything to eat for himself. You might be wondering what kind of job this old man had. And as for his job, he specialized in herbs and alternative medicines. And his neighbor told me that he really cared for his clients and that he did everything to try to reduce their pain. But helping others had become so much part of his identity that he didn't want the help himself. So it took quite some time before the neighbor had actually a foot in the door. And because of her, his eyes were opened and he realized that one day he might be needing home care himself, but that this wouldn't be possible if his home was in the same condition. For me, this is not the first case where community nursing wouldn't be possible if this home was as dirty as it is, because caregivers should be able to operate in a safe and healthy environment. If his house wasn't healthy and safe, then he would be at risk to be put in a nursing home. And the old man told me that he would rather die than be put in a nursing home, and this is the exact reason why he accepted our help. By the way, the sound in this next clip is a little loud, so if I were you, I would lower my volume a little bit. It's just a tip. As I told you, this old man had 20 little birds, but he gave up 19 of them because he was too old to care for them. And he had one bird left, and this was his sweet little friend that you can hear in the video. Before I forget, I really want to thank Joanna and Dinah because these lovely people gave us super thanks on one of my previous videos, and I really appreciate that. If you want to support these free cleanings in a special way, you can go to buymeacoffee.com. Each coffee is $5 and it is a symbol for cleaning for free, and in this way you could help me cover the costs of these cleanings. And the simple reason for why I'm not charging anything for these cleanings is that the people who I clean for most of the time don't have the money to hire a cleaner for them. Also, I have started doing these cleanings because as a shift leader in housekeeping, I found out that there is no budget, nor in the community, nor a governmental budget to help tackle these homes. I have read somewhere that cleaning a kitchen such as this one is at least 1,000 euros, maybe even more. But because I'm happy with every donation, I am just listing the prices of the stuff I needed for this cleaning. Don't worry if you don't have the money to support a little extra, because I'm always so happy if you would give me the gift of your time by viewing the videos and sharing them with anyone you know. The further I emptied this sink, the more intense the smell became, and as a lot of you know, this just doesn't happen overnight. These are years and years of neglect and of not doing the dishes, not cleaning anything. And this old man told me that he hated doing household chores, so that he never ever did them. Sometimes I wish I could put up a camera a couple of weeks before I actually arrive to the home that I would be cleaning, just to see how these people live in these conditions and how they do their everyday tasks. I'm just really curious sometimes how that works. Also, I will not forget to mention Emily. You gotta follow her too. She's uploading a video of this cleaning, and her name is Campbell's Cleaning Company. She is the queen of cleaning stoves. It is so satisfying to see what she does. So definitely give her a follow. I will put the link of her channel in the description for you. I will be cleaning with her this Saturday again. We are going back to a home where we started last Saturday with 4 girls. But of course we couldn't finish the job. This was one of the most dirty homes I've cleaned so far. And we're going back for the kitchen, and that is one of the most extreme kitchens I've cleaned so far. But Emily and I, we are totally ready.
Focusing. What is this? Short off.
It might be funny to mention that it was actually the weekend of Halloween that we cleaned this home, and even though I don't do anything for Halloween because the only spirit that lives in my house is the Holy Spirit, amen, it was quite scary and spooky over there because there were so many spider webs, and of course we took them all down, but I think it was pretty funny to see. As some of you might know, Emily is a little bit afraid of spiders, and this makes for some really funny footage. And I had a really funny clip but then I saw that the resident's face was visible and I couldn't really blur it in a good way, so I had to take that clip out. But it's a pity because it was so super funny. She had this broom in her hand and she saw a spider walking on the wall. So first I heard her little scream and then she tried to fight the spider. And Emily, I'm genuinely sorry for teasing you with all kind of spiders during these cleanings. You know I always have your back and I could kick that spider in the face if you want me to.
Oh wait, where are my friends? Here.
Oh,
So sorry. No diggity. Wow. Such a difference. Like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to flip over all this.
he's cute.
Alright. This was his?
Yeah. This one's yours. I'll put it right here for now.
I'm going to carry this thing outside.
You help? Let me take the bin.
Now I'm going to get my super scooper.
Super scooper. Super duper, super scooper.
My super scooper. Okay.
The walls are white.
Great. I knew I could count on you.
Can, oh yeah, okay.
help? No, I'm testing my strength.
Then let me help.
I just want to brush it off before I...
Are you gonna move it outside?
Yeah.
Or?
Just for a second, I guess. Or
Yeah.
in a little way.
I was really happy that I brought my super scooper with me. You can see the big dustbin right there, because this made it all a lot easier. And I have to admit that I cannot see bird food for the next few years because it kept on coming and coming from under those freezers. And I wish we would have been able to remove those freezers to really wipe away every little piece of bird food. But as you can see, the plank is supported by those freezers, and it was sort of a countertop, and there were all kinds of clocks on there and antiquities that this man didn't want us to touch. So we were really careful with what we were moving from its place, because if we would move something, then there would be a risk that something would fall down, and then the old man would be very mad with us. And of course, we didn't want that to happen. At this point, you could probably hear me thinking, no, not more bird food, please. There was just so much bird food between all the cracks and holes in this kitchen. It was crazy. Actually, this video should be called Emily's Kitchen Cleaning, because she basically cleaned the whole kitchen as I was wiping and scooping bird food the whole time.
Let me know when you want to film the feet.
Yeah.
Just give me a call. I'm gonna brush this off first.
was scrubbing on this countertop until her muscles were sore, but that footage is not in my video but in hers, so definitely go check that video out. For now, I will show you the sink, which was pretty dirty. I also would like to tell you a little story time just to show you that the love for the people who I clean for is real and genuine. During my holiday in the UK last summer, I was called by a very big Dutch television company. They were very interested in my work and they wanted to film a couple of shows of me cleaning these dirty homes. And they required of me that I would choose some residents who really were willing to show their face and tell their story on camera. And at first I thought I wanted to meet that requirement, but the more I asked people if they wanted to be on TV with their face, the more I felt guilty. And it came to a point where I had found a resident who wanted to tell his story, but only when his back was filmed. But when I asked the director if this was okay, she was like, "No, we need a face. Without a face, we don't have a show." And it was this very moment that the harsh reality of media sunk in, and I was like, no, this is completely against what I want for Colleen Cleans. I am not doing this to make a show of these people's lives. And the reality they live in is harsh enough. They don't need so many opinions of people watching them on TV. I think the strength of Colleen Cleans is 100% that these people can choose to stay anonymous. Long story short, after a few days and weeks of having that internal restlessness, I decided to call the director and tell her that I'm not doing this. And I thought this was a very brave step of me because normally I have a hard time disappointing people. But in this case, it was for a good cause and it was to really protect all the people that I'm cleaning for. Looking back on that right now, I really think I made the right decision. I think I might have lost the footage of the really intense scrubbing session that I had to do on this floor. As Emily was doing the dishes, I was scrubbing the whole floor with just a normal brush. But yeah, I don't know where that is. But at this point, I am mopping the floor and we're trying to finish. I literally had to rinse out that mop about 6 times and you can see how dirty it was. Of course, I threw it away immediately after this cleaning. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I'm not leaving you without showing you the before and after again. Also, I'm giving you a little spoiler alert on the next video, which is going to be a collaboration with 3 other girls and we had so much fun. We called it our Cleanfluencer party. But now it's time to close off this video. I really want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you for giving the video a like and leaving a comment to push this video, because the more our channel will be growing, the more people I can help. And I really hope to see you next time. Bye!